Lions HR presents the University of North Alabama Week in Review.
It was homecoming last week at the University of North Alabama. This is UNA Athletics Week in Review presented by Lions HR.
Hi, I'm Bill Lyons with Lions HR. If you own or operate a small business, then you're aware of the growing number of challenges affecting your profitability. And if you're like most companies, the most expensive challenges are often people-related. At Lions HR, we've helped hundreds of business owners who were frustrated with the rising costs of payroll, workers' compensation, employee benefits, and the ever-increasing number of employment regulations. There's a better way to manage your human resources. Find out how working with Lions HR can improve your company's profitability.
The UNA football team welcomed in the Western Oregon Wolves for its homecoming game at Brawley Stadium on Saturday night. It was a game dominated by miscues as the Lions were whistled for 178 yards of penalties and lost 2 fumbles, but UNA was able to remain unbeaten with a 30-10 victory. The Lions got on the scoreboard first when Filbert Marshall picked off a Trey Shimakuro pass and returned it 70 yards for a touchdown. The Lions struggled through the first half, losing 2 fumbles and being penalized 11 times for 123 yards while only gaining 124 yards of total offense. Backup quarterback Jacob Tucker started for quarterback Luke Wingo, who was held out after suffering an injury against Valdosta State last week. Tucker rushed for 114 yards on 18 carries and scored 1 touchdown. He also passed for 76 yards and another score. UNA pulled away in the second half, though, when Lamonte Thompson hit Dre Hall with a 29-yard halfback pass for a touchdown with 1:57 left in the third quarter to extend the lead 27-3. UNA held Western Oregon to minus 23 yards rushing and 183 total yards. That in part due to the UNA defense forcing 3 turnovers and sacking Western Oregon quarterbacks 9 times, including 3 by Taylor Carney alone. With the win, the 5th-ranked Lions improved to 4-0 on the season. North Alabama will be on the road next week at North Carolina Pembroke. The UNA volleyball team kept its winning streak rolling last week with 2 victories at home at Flowers Hall. UNA hosted West Alabama on Tuesday, and a balanced offensive attack paved the way for a 3-0 sweep over West Al. As a team, UNA hit over 400 for the second time this season and notching 49 kills. Leanna Lloyd hit a match-high 692 with 9 kills. Megan Gorey led the way with 12 kills on the night. The senior did most of her damage in the final set with 6 kills. UNA hit a blasting 481 in the final frame to complete the sweep. UNA setter Andrea De Leon finished with 34 assists and 11 digs. Meanwhile, Ashton Kapovich also had 11 digs for North Alabama. On Thursday, UNA only needed just over an hour to pick up its 7th consecutive win by defeating Kentucky State 3-0. Megan Gorey recorded 10 kills and hit 318 on the night. She was one of 6 UNA players to hit over 300 for the match. Meanwhile, Natasha Fomina finished with 9 kills as the Lions opened up an early lead in all 3 sets. The win gives the Lions a 10-4 record overall and are now second in the Gulf South Conference with an 8-2 record. UNA will return to Gulf South Conference play on Tuesday with a road match against Christian Brothers. In women's soccer, Valdosta State shut out the University of North Alabama women's soccer team and Division II's top goal scorer, Chloe Richards, for 90 minutes on Friday night as the Blazers took a hard-fought 1-0 Gulf South Conference win over the Lions. The Blazers were outshot 8-6 in the match, but Olivia Mills was perfect in goals with 5 saves. UNA keeper Madeline Fancher had 3 saves. Then on Sunday, the UNA women netted 2 late goals and held on for a 2-1 Gulf South Conference win over West Georgia. The Lions and Wolves were locked in at 0-0 until the 73rd minute when UNA's Chloe Richards, the leading scorer in the NCAA Division II, scored her 14th goal of the season off an assist from Eleanor Costello. The goal was the 29th of Richards' 3-year career with the Lions. Costello then assisted on a goal by Beatriz Fernandez at the 86:06 mark to give the Lions a 2-0 cushion. With the win, UNA improves to 7-2-1 overall and 4-2 in the Gulf South Conference. The Lions have a week of rest before hosting West Florida this Sunday at 1 p.m. The University of North Alabama cross-country teams turned in strong finishes on Friday at the Watson Ford Choctaw Trials in Clinton, Mississippi, with the UNA women finishing second and the men third. The UNA women had 5 runners finish in the top 19 for a 68 total to finish second behind South Alabama at 50. There were 22 teams in the women's race. Olivia Bradley led the Lions, finishing 9th. The North Alabama men turned in a 100 total to finish 3rd overall behind West Alabama and Wiley in the 24 school event. Freshman Justin Watson led UNA, finishing 11th, Clay Oden 16th, and Tate Carden finished in 18th place. The cross-country teams will compete next on October 18th at the Falcon Classic in Montevallo, Alabama. That's this week's UNA Athletics Week in Review presented by Lions HR.